That was the type of art, seeing it and thinking I would never be able to do it.
Would there be anything worthy of the salvage?
I got into the idea of being a concept artist. Recently, the one artist I've been looking at is Peter Moorbacker. It's a series called Angelarium, and it's really crazy stuff. It's really about just concepts you would have never thought of. It's really biblical too, which I actually think is pretty cool. A few other artists I really like is Andy Park. He was the original, I think, lead artist on God of War, which are some of the original, concept art pieces that I saw. Ryan Meandering is another one, which they both work on the team for Marvel, and they're both really great, really technically sound. It's something I've thought about recently a lot, actually, and mainly just because my professor right now, who I have him for both drawing and painting, despises digital art. Not digital art, but just sort of like what it's become. Digital art, I've just recently been getting into it, and I'll go ahead and say I like traditional way more. Just because if I were to do one sketch on paper and do one sketch in digital and they were the same, the sketch on paper would come out better. There was a solid, 2 years or so where I had really gotten into tattoo artwork, and I mean, it was cool, and I enjoyed it a lot, the whole style of it, really. People look at it, it's really bright, but it was completely different from anything I had done before. I had to learn completely from scratch, and I mean, I was into it, and I thought that was what I wanted to do with my life. So I tried to get an apprenticeship for a little while, and it was something that I couldn't really do. I work and I was going to school, and I didn't have time for a third thing that was supposed to be full-time. So I kind of given up on it for a little bit in November of last year, 2014, and until I saw an ad for this place called Perception, Fine Body Art. And I figured if this was, my last chance, I better take it, because these guys, they're great artists.
Yeah.
And I figured that I wanted to learn from the best so I could be the best. Mm-hmm. So I got the apprenticeship, and I worked there for not that long, and I started to realize that the artwork I had been doing, even without tattooing people yet, it was no longer for myself in a bad way. It didn't make me happy. I really felt like it was me just trying to be into something that I could have been something better, or me trying to be into something that was being forced. I mean, why give up traditional art?